In June 2020, one of Germany's most valuable technology companies admitted that nearly 2 billion euros on its books did not exist. It never had. Within days, the company was bankrupt. Its CEO was in handcuffs, and the man who ran its operations had vanished off the face of the earth. This is the story of Wirecard, the biggest fraud in German history, and the fugitive at its center may now be hiding somewhere inside Russia. Wirecard's headquarters sat just outside Munich, but the company's image reached far beyond the city limits. In the German press, Wirecard became a symbol of national pride, a rare homegrown tech success in a country better known for cars and heavy industry. Markus Braun, the CEO, shaped that image with precision. He always appeared in a black turtleneck, echoing the style of Silicon Valley's most famous leaders. His calm, almost robotic presence at investor conferences and on television sent a message of quiet confidence. Braun spoke of digital transformation and a cashless future, casting himself as the architect of a new German miracle. Alongside him, Jan Marsalek moved from a junior systems administrator to chief operating officer, quickly earning a reputation as the company's secret weapon. Marsalek's rise was fast, his public profile mysterious. While Braun dominated the stage, Marsalek operated in the background, building Wirecard's global network and cultivating a sense of intrigue around his role. Together, they gave Wirecard the aura of unstoppable innovation, an image that drew in investors, journalists, and regulators alike. On September 24th, 2018, Wirecard entered the DAX, Germany's most prestigious stock index. The announcement landed like a thunderclap in the financial world. For the first time, a fintech company replaced a 150-year-old bank, Commerzbank, in the top tier of German business. The numbers told their own story. A market capitalization nearing 24 billion euros, with share prices hovering around 195 euros at their peak. Wirecard was suddenly more valuable than Deutsche Bank. Major pension funds, global asset managers, and blue-chip investors all rushed to buy in, treating Wirecard as the crown jewel of European tech. Exchange tickers flashed the company's name alongside Germany's industrial giants. To many, this was proof that Wirecard had arrived, a national champion, a safe bet, and the future of digital payments. The scale of belief was total, and few wanted to question what lay beneath. Doubts began to surface in places few expected. In 2015, Financial Times reporter Dan McCrum started asking questions about Wirecard's business in Asia. His investigation uncovered leaked spreadsheets and internal documents that suggested something was off. Ghost transactions, inflated numbers, and contracts that did not match reality. Whistleblowers inside the company provided bank statements and emails, painting a picture of money that seemed to move in circles, but never landed anywhere real. By 2019, McCrum's reporting made headlines around the world. Each new article added pressure, forcing investors and analysts to confront the possibility that Wirecard's billions might be nothing more than numbers on a screen. On July 19, 2019, Germany's financial regulator BaFin stepped in with a sweeping ban on short-selling Wirecard shares. The official reason was to shield the market from what BaFin called unfounded rumors and coordinated attacks. The order prohibited investors from betting against Wirecard stock, a rare move for any regulator. At the same time, BaFin filed a criminal complaint against Financial Times journalists, accusing them of unlawful market manipulation. Instead of scrutinizing Wirecard, the watchdog turned its sights on those raising questions. Critics warned these actions protected Wirecard from pressure, buying the company more time while silencing its most vocal skeptics. Auditors at Ernst & Young faced a simple test: prove the money existed. Their standard procedure, called ISA 505, required them to get direct confirmation from the banks holding Wirecard's supposed 1.9 billion euros. Instead, they received letters, supposedly from BDO and BPI in the Philippines, claiming the accounts were real. The banks later denied ever issuing those letters or holding such funds. The signatures did not match, and the letterheads were off. On June 18, 2020, Ernst & Young announced it could not verify the cash. With no authentic proof, the audit stopped cold. The illusion of Wirecard's financial strength collapsed in a single, public refusal. Panic swept through the markets as Wirecard's story unraveled in real time. On June 18, 2020, the company admitted that 1.9 billion euros was missing. Investors reacted instantly. The share price crashed from nearly 100 euros to below 2 euros in less than a week, an erasure of 99% of its value. Pension funds, small savers, and major institutions watched billions vanish. Markus Braun resigned, then was arrested by Munich police on June 22, 2020, accused by prosecutors of fraud and market manipulation. By June 25, 2020, Wirecard filed for insolvency, the first DAX company ever to collapse in such spectacular fashion. The fall was swift, total, and left a void where Germany's tech hope had once stood. Jan Marsalek did not wait for the authorities to close in. On June 19, 2020, just hours after being dismissed, he boarded a private jet in Klagenfurt, Austria. The flight path from Klagenfurt to Tallinn and then on to Minsk left no record of an exit from Belarus. From there, he vanished. Investigative reporters later tracked traces of Marsalek to Moscow, where he was operating under false identities. His name surfaced in encrypted chats with alleged Russian operatives and in courtrooms far from Germany. In March 2025, a London court convicted a Bulgarian spy ring, stating they acted on Marsalek's instructions. No arrest, no trial. The man at the center of Wirecard's operations had slipped into the shadows, leaving behind not just missing billions, but a trail that led deep into the world of espionage. Courtrooms in Germany are still working through the fallout. As of May 2026, Markus Braun's trial continues in Munich. Prosecutors allege fraud, market manipulation, and breach of trust. Those charges could mean 15 years in prison. Braun denies wrongdoing, claiming he was deceived. No verdict yet. Testimony from former Wirecard executives and auditors offers few answers, each session exposing new layers of confusion. Investors, meanwhile, faced immediate devastation. Over 23 billion euros in market value disappeared. Pension funds, insurers, and ordinary savers lost everything. Lawsuits filled German and European courts, but most accept the losses are permanent. More than 5,000 jobs vanished overnight. Futures erased by numbers that never existed. Regulators and auditors face their own reckoning. BaFin, Germany's financial authority, replaced its leadership in 2021 and introduced broad reforms. The agency now has expanded powers for surprise audits and heavier penalties. Ernst & Young, Wirecard's longtime auditor, paid 35 million euros in fines and pledged stricter oversight, especially abroad. New European rules require companies to rotate auditors every decade, a direct response to Wirecard's unchecked run. Despite the reforms and headlines, the core mystery lingers. 1.9 billion euros never appeared. Jan Marsalek, the man behind Wirecard's global operations, remains missing. Investors wait. Courts debate. Regulators tighten controls. The story of Germany's largest corporate fraud is still unfinished. Tonight, a 24 billion euro vision vanished into thin air. The man at its center remains missing. The truth and billions are still out there. What would you ask if he reappeared?